Hey guys, I am back. We're going to finish up this, let's see, Crackle, beautiful Crackle cover book journal. So, this is what I did yesterday. The only thing I get excited and I couldn't wait, I did a little sanding. So, I'll sand a little bit more and show you, but okay. Oh, and this is the one that I finished. So this one is, I added some different color paints. I added, let's see, some Distress ink in Vintage Photo, and I varnished it with some satin varnish. And then I'm going to show you how I did that on this one. Okay, I'm just going to give you the supplies today. I'm going to use a little bit of gesso, a little bit of Liquitex satin varnish. I would have rather had matte, but I got to work with what I have. I have my little makeup brush, a palette. This is not really a palette knife. You put a little sponge on there for pastels, but I couldn't find my palette knife. I have Glimmer Mist from Tattered Angels, and it is Trunk Bay. It is at least 5 years old. I don't think they make it anymore. Oh, wait a minute. You can't see my supplies. And I just have several different colors of craft acrylic paint. And what else am I using today? Oh, and this is from just a tablet, an artist tablet, drawing paper. They're nice and firm, nice and hard. Now this is not a real thick one because I can cut it with scissors. They are some that are a little bit thicker, and you must use an X-Acto knife. So let's get started. What I'm going to try to do is match this. So let me come in a little bit closer, and I'm trying to move it over so you can see. Okay. Now I'm just going to put out some paints. I'm just going to put it here on my little. You don't need much. You just want, if it'll ever come out. All of my craft paints, they're really old, and they're either too thick or runny. I'm just going to put a little dab there. This is like a peachy color. None of them are coming out. A little bit too much. That's okay. A little bit of purple. And a little bit of turquoise. Now, this is really thick, so. A baby wipe. I'll wipe this off. And this is what I'm using, the gesso, just to mix with the turquoise and the purple. It's just a little bit too dark. I want to look like, faded old paint that's, it's been painted several times with different colors. So I'm just going to use very little on my little palette knife. Oh, I forgot. Wait a minute. Let me do this first. This is the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, excuse me. And all I do, none of my sprays spray anymore. I love Tattered Angels, and it doesn't matter what brand it is. All of these spray paints, they never spray. So, I get frustrated and I don't use them. So usually I just pour it out like this. So all you have to do is just kind of put it on, slather it on. What you want to do is get those grooves darker, so the crackling. But the crackle is pretty big, so you can really see it. And what I love about it, you have the big crackle, but you also, I guess it would be probably hard for you guys to see, but you have tiny little crackle too, so. And that's all I do. I just rub it in so it goes into the grooves. Just like that. Just like that. And see, it makes it, see if I can, it goes all into the grooves and it shows the crackle better. Now I'm going to take a little bit of paint and just, I'm not putting a lot on. I just want very little. Like I said, I want it to look like you've had several different layers of paint on top of each other. Turquoise is really dark. Oops. That's a little bit too much for me, and you just wipe it off. Put a little purple on there. And you can put as much as you want. You know, I just like a little bit. Just like that. I think that's good. Now, I need my heat gun to dry it. It dries pretty quick. Then I have my little makeup brush, and I have Vintage Photo, and I just want to, let me wipe this up first. Baby wipes are my best friend. Okay. Just gonna just do some spots, some, you know, distressing. Anywhere where I think it's maybe a little too light, I can put some darkness, like right on the edges. Looks really good. Looks pretty good. Now the crackles on, if I choose this to be the front or the back, one is a little bit bigger, but I like the variations of the crackle. Okay, I like that. And the next step that we would do is varnish it. So I have just a foam brush right here, and I'm just going to put just one thin coat of varnish. And like I said, I would have preferred being matte, but I don't have matte, so I have satin. It has a little bit of shine to it. I really didn't want any shine because I'm trying to achieve the distressed look. And also, I didn't film this because, I didn't think it was necessary. All I did was, for the inside cover, I took scrapbooking paper and just laid it on top of the scrapbooking paper and drew it out and just cut it and glued. So this is like I think they call it ticking material, I'm not sure. And it was already distressed. I can't tell you what scrapbooking paper this is. I've had it for so long. I only had a few pieces left. So, and then I was wondering, like, what am I going to use to fabric to put on the binding, to bind it together, because it's a lot of color. But I found something really cool. I had it, and it is, actually it is, I don't know if this is ticking because I thought it was real thick, like canvasy. But I guess it's not. And the only thing I did was laid my book cover on the fabric, and this just doubled it with a little bit more, so I can come up and glue it, because you're going to need to do the front and the back. And then what you do is you decide how wide you want your spine. So right here is my cardboard, and the only thing I did was put the cardboard down here, measure how long it's going to be, and then, like I said, you have to decide you want 2 inches, 1.5 inches, 3 inches, and then you would just measure, you would measure out how many inches that you would want, and then you would cut it out. And I already did that. So here you have your 2 pieces, right? And then you have your fabric. And that's what I'm going to do. Once I don't know if it's necessary for me to show you to lay on the varnish, so I'm going to paint the varnish on. It takes a little time to dry. Let it dry, and then I'll come back, and then we'll glue on the fabric. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. They're both dry. Both dry, and what I'm going to do with the fabric here, I just want to grunge it up a little bit, and because it's too like white and clean looking, just a little, not too much. I don't want to make it look too dirty, but I think that's good. Okay, we're going to put our book down here. Now, you leave a little slight space in between here. And let me get closer. Let's see, I want to make sure I got it in. There you go. In the camera. Like that. And I'm using this clear tacky gel by Aleene's, only because I'm out of my other glue. Oh, did something wrong already. That's the wrong side. Ugh. Okay. This is the side it's supposed to be. Oh, I had both of them wrong. Okay, there you go. Make sure I have enough. Okay. Messy, messy. All right. Just like that. I'll flip it over. I try to make sure I have enough glue because this is what's going to hold your book together. So you have to make sure it's glued well. This is a thicker, more thicker material. So you know if you use something a little thinner, you have the sometimes the glue bleeds through. So like if I have a thin piece of material, sometimes I just like we'll put maybe a white cotton underneath of the material, double it, so it won't be so thin. See, I want this over a little bit more if I can. It's not even for me, and I'm a stickler about being even. Sorry, I've got to do it over again. Because that'll irk me that the fabric isn't centered. And let me put a little bit more glue on here. That's better. Need my baby wipes. Ugh. And I'll take my scissors. Just cut off the bottom here. And wherever it needs to be glued. I think it looks cute with the stripes here and the stripes here. I really like that. Plus I'm going to fold it and then I'm going to run my scissors. Okay. So, oh, I like this. This is the finished product. So, I didn't tell you that I made a 2-inch spine. Because this is not a very large book, so I think 2 inches. You could get in 3 signatures or 2 nice large signatures would look really good in the book. So I hope you guys will try this, and if you do, please let me know how it turned out for you. Tomorrow I'll do the lace book. Please subscribe, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.